What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. We got a special guest on the channel today. We got Adam with Boost Auto Parts here at Lifted Truck Nationals 2021, last day of the show. And he's going to take us over some of the best mods that they offer for 2020 and up 3/4 ton GMC and Silverado heavy duties.
Yep, appreciate it, Tyler. We got a lot of things to offer for these trucks. Boost has one in its fleet. You're about to see it here in a second. By having one in our fleet, we're able to develop a lot of really cool things. So I'm thinking we start at the front of the truck, work our way back, and then we finish off in the interior. Got an interior mod to share too.
That sounds awesome, man. Let's go ahead and flip this camera around. Let's get going. So here we have the front of the Boost Auto Parts official fleet truck 2020 GMC Denali Duramax. And as he said, we're going to go over the best mods that they offer currently for these trucks. And of course, you guys are going to continue to work on new and better things to improve everything that we've got, right?
Absolutely. All
Awesome.
these things in the works.
Awesome.
So starting off up front, a couple mods for the fog lights. We've offered these for a lot of different generations of GM trucks. So guys often like to run the fog lights really anytime the headlights are on. So we got our auto fogs mod. If you leave your headlight switch in auto, every time that headlight automatically comes on, those fog lights are going to flip on too. So we got the auto fogs mod for the automatic fog lights.
Right.
If you're not so in tune with the automatic fog lights, for whatever reason, they turn the fog lights off when the high beams come on. Got something called the all lights mod. It's going to keep those fog lights on anytime those high beams come on. Give you a lot more visibility up front.
Absolutely, definitely a good thing for anybody who lives in a darker state where you've got a lot of back roads travel. Say you're pulling trailers down the back roads and you need to see everything that you need to see in order to avoid anything coming out you in the road. Definitely 100% a good thing to have. What's the price point on the auto fog lights mod?
Those are $19.95 a piece, free shipping in the US.
$19.95 a piece, so 40 bucks, and you can have the auto fog lights mod straight from Boost Auto Parts. You really can't beat that deal. What do we got going on next as far as the front end goes?
Since we're talking about visibility up here in the front, like I mentioned, just getting that full visibility, as much visibility as you can. On these newer trucks, the mirrors come equipped with some forward-facing spotlights. Okay, so these mirrors right now, this is actually our lights featuring our forward-facing spotlights. But talking about visibility towards the front of the truck, for whatever reason GM put these on the trucks, you can only turn them on in park. So really does no good driving down the road. So what did we do? We came out with two different mods depending on how you want to unlock the features on this. You can do both if you want, only one if you want. So the first thing we have, it's called the high beam to spot mod. These spotlights right here, anytime your high beams come on, those are going to kick on both sides of the truck. Okay, so you pair that with the all lights mod, you got a ton of extra visibility up towards the front of the truck. That can be used again with the all lights mod or the auto fogs mod. All of it can be interchanged. So really cool modification if you're wanting those to come on with the high beams. It's automatic, you don't have to remember to do it.
Very nice. So basically in the situation where a lot of people like to mount, say, a pod light in the mirrors, cut holes in your mirrors, bolt them to the tops, the bottoms of the mirrors. On these new trucks, this eliminates that. That way, if you do want a spotlight out in the ditches, if you're looking for deer, if you need to load up something, you need just a little bit of extra output, definitely 100% a good mod to have, retaining factory features of the truck. Yep.
We've got some volunteer firefighters who have messaged in, and they've got the power fold mirrors. They say that they use these to look for the address signs up on the house. So.
Okay, that's a good idea out there. All of you volunteer firefighters out there, search and rescue, definitely a good thing to invest in for just extra light output, as it is, just so you can see what it is you need to see.
If the high beam to spot mod's not for you, you don't want it on every time your high beams come on, we've got something called the spot and drive. So if you just want to be able to turn these on any speed, low beam, high beam, lights off, doesn't matter. Spot and drive is going to allow you to just press and hold the button. It's going to illuminate these forward-facing spotlights, so low beams, high beams, whenever you want. Again, you can use that with the high beam to spot, so you can do it in low beam or high beam, have it automatic and high beam, or you could just do that, turn it on anytime you want. Cool thing about this mod, both these mods, is GM actually lets you control the right side mirror independent of the left side mirror. So you can have just your right side spotlight on or just your left side spotlight. With our mods, it retains that factory functionality. When you're just using it in park as GM intended it to, you can still control it left and right side independent. So really cool feature that you can really retain that factory functionality but gain some additional things out of the mirror.
See, that's pretty awesome. I didn't know that. So what he's saying is, if you didn't really catch it, is no matter if your lights are on or off, you can turn these things on, correct? Yep. You can make them come on. Passenger side, if you need one light on, you can make that happen. If you need both on, make that happen. Driver's side. So that's a pretty cool feature, as he said, factory from GM. So they retain factory features, plus they add on to it to get full potential out of these lights.
Just still talking here about the mirrors. These lights right here are actually our Boost Auto Parts mirror lights. So these are a fairly new release. Lots of cool things that these lights can do. This here is the clear version, so Denali's got some chrome. I think it looks pretty good with the clear version, but if you got a blacked out truck, we also offer it in a smoked version. One of the cool things about these, beyond retaining all your factory controls, spotlights if you originally had them, these things are offered in 6 different modes. So if you're a white light guy or an amber light guy, of course we've got amber lights, white lights, but another cool thing is we've got sequential lights. So if you don't know what sequential is, when the turn signal comes on, it's going to kind of flash across the face of the mirror here. So that sequential look, I think BADZ71's running a set of our older generation sequential lights in his truck, but we're doing that on all the new trucks too, fitting the Chevy and GMCs. Got the switchback look, dual function amber, really whatever you're looking to do, really upgrades the look of the mirrors.
Absolutely. Absolutely, like you said, white lights, that's a huge thing. In the custom truck world, white clearance lights, white lights in the front, white lights matching the mirror if you just want to get rid of your amber. Of course, if you need DOT approval, most states do amber lights only, so if you're using a company truck, be sure you kind of keep that in mind as you try to upgrade your lights. One
of the things guys really complained about with these new mirrors, aside from being mounted low on the door, which of course we can't really control, is the actual glass itself. So if we come around here onto the other side, GM on the new generation took the signal and glass off the truck. We have now released a kit. It's an upper glass replacement kit. Put that signal back in the glass the way it should be. So not really sure why GM took that away, but we're fixing things up, putting that signal and glass right back in. Coolest thing, it's all plug and play. No splicing, cutting, crimping, none of it. Plugs right in line, grabs that signal, retains that front light functionality, but gives you back that signal on the glass that so many of us, me included, like.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's one of the biggest things on the tow mirrors for the OBS trucks, having that signal on the glass, just kind of a classy upgrade. That a lot of people, as he said, it makes no sense that GM took it off of these mirrors, since they completely redesigned them with a little bit better lighting, a little bit better output. And they took the glass off the mirrors, so complete plug and play, super easy. They've got video on their website to how to pop the glass out, put the new one back in, and make everything function as it should.
Yep. So I think we've got one more mod. If you're not familiar with Boost Auto Parts, we specialize in mirrors, so of course we've got a lot of things going on here with the mirrors. One more mod we're going to talk about here, it's going to be these rear-facing cargo lights. I'll go ahead and get those turned on here and we'll talk about that. Alright guys, so these rear-facing cargo lights, GM lets them come on with the cargo light button only. Got 2 mods here with the rear-facing cargo lights. First is going to be cargo and reverse. If you're looking anytime you throw that truck in reverse for that cargo light to come on, we offer a mod. It's a 5-minute install, super easy. It's going to have these cargo lights come on with the reverse lights. In addition to that, we have the cargo and drive mod. If you guys remember, we talked about the spot and drive, where you press and hold the spotlight button. With the cargo and drive, press and hold the cargo button. It's going to allow you to run these lights rolling down the road. So GM won't let you run them rolling down the road. You're coming around a wide corner with the trailer and want to see that back tire, make sure you're not jumping the corner. Perfect for that. GM doesn't let you do it. 10-minute install, 5-minute install, super simple. Allow you to turn those cargo lights on while you're in drive. So super simple install. Everything we talked about here on the mirrors is plug and play. So really cool upgrades, gain some extra functionality out of these newer mirrors. A lot of these mods we also offer for the older generation GM trucks, but today we're just talking about this newer generation.
And like I said, plug and play, super important for people. Really do it with anything. The more plug and play that we have on trucks, on mirrors, especially when you're in a rush, you don't have the knowledge about wiring, you don't have the time to do it, and you don't want to take it to a shop, plug and play is super important. And that's one of the biggest features Boost Auto Parts offers with a huge majority of their products is all plug and play. So it's really nice to see that on the 2020s. as we come forward into all the new generations and new body styles of trucks. And now we should have one more little small thing to talk about that makes a huge drastic difference on these trucks, and you may have caught it just looking at the truck. If you guys have a 2020, as with all the rest of the mods that we just talked about, this is definitely one of the biggest ones that could definitely make or break the way that your build looks.
Yep, absolutely. So coming right up, any of the 4 fenders, GM plastered on these really ugly orange fender lights into the fenders. And second we saw that, we knew we had to do something about it. So we've come out with these fender lights. We offer them in a smoked lens, which we see here. We'll show you the frosted version here in a minute. This is a white tricoat paint. The smoke gives you some contrast if you're looking for it to blend in. The frosted will look pretty good, but takes that bright orange lens out of there, gives you either a cool clear lens or a smoked lens. Looks really cool. The other cool thing that we've done is the factory function out of these lights is running light only, okay? As you can see here, we have a sequential turn signal scanning across the light. So fully plug and play. If you haven't caught it yet, we're all about plug and play here at Boost Auto Parts. We got a harness that plugs in line with the headlight, fully plug and play, stretch it back, get that turn signal on here, and of course we're going to retain that factory running light.
Awesome. And one thing that I've always kind of found funny, when these new trucks came out, the fender lights are cool. Everybody likes the extra fender lights, extra clearance light. Obviously hated the amber. As you see, everybody kind of deletes the amber in the headlights on the majority of their new builds. And something that they did on these trucks is what they call the cheese delete. And it's kind of hilarious because like he said, it's just a big orange light plastered on the side of your truck, front and back. It really sticks out like a sore thumb. And when you do this specific upgrade, like I said, it makes or breaks your build. They've got videos on how to install it. I believe you have to remove the flare and you pop the light out from the back side. It should be pretty simple to do. I'll link the video down below in the description on how you could actually install these lights. Here we have an example of the factory lights that you get when you buy one of these new HD GMC trucks. And as I said before, they call this the cheese delete because we're getting rid of the orange cheddar cheese looking light that sticks out like a sore thumb. So if you've got a custom paint matched build and you've got paint matched parts like the fender flare, it's just an absolute hideous look to the front of the truck. So these smoked lights look great if you're going for a black and white build. And let's go jump back to the back and look at these frosted lights. That really, that would be my preference if I'm doing a build like this.
Yep, so if you got especially a white truck, that frosted look really blends in, looks really good. With the sequential version, you also get that strip down the middle. At night, it's really gonna pop like 2 strips. But that white fender flare with the clear lens and the frosted backing really just blends right into the truck. Looks absolutely killer. Like I said, these are plug and play. You do have to run a harness from the front to the back just because obviously you don't have a turn signal back here.
Right.
If that's not your game, we do offer direct replacements, running light only. Just pop the old one out, plug it in. A little bit of a simpler install, but if you're really looking for that OEM plus, want to gain that turn signal, it's still plug and play, just maybe an hour long extra for running the harness on both sides. And
like we keep saying, Boost Auto Parts plug and play, and they're also about options. They've got so many different options for turn signal lights, for these side marker lights. Pretty much, you could, if you can think it, they can get it to you. They've got it done for you guys. They've got the best products here on the market for the new 2020 and up HD GMC trucks. And if you're looking to fully customize your build, no matter what you're doing, what you're painting it, lifting it, wrapping it, however it may be, they've got something that'll work in your case.
Yeah. And right now we're looking at an HD. Of course, these fender lights are only on the HDs, but almost every other mod we talked about today, except the fender lights, is also gonna fit the 1500 trucks. So if you're running a 1500 Chevy or GMC, 19 or newer, signal on glass, cargo and drive, cargo and reverse, auto fogs, all lights. If you got the tow mirrors, the mirror lights, all that stuff is also going to work on the 1500s. The only thing that's really exclusive to the 3/4 tons is going to be the fender lights, because GM only put these ugly fender lights on the 3/4 ton GMCs.
Right, and that's GMC only. If you get a Silverado, they don't have these fender lights. Now, one more question that I have for you, Adam, is if you happen to buy a truck, say you find a truck, it's got everything on it that you want, it doesn't come with tow mirrors. Does Boost Auto Parts offer new tow mirrors for these trucks?
We will very soon.
Very soon.
So actually the mirrors that you're seeing on this truck right now are prototypes. They're looking pretty good. We just took this on a long trip from Chicago to Branson, Missouri. They're looking really good, so it's going to be coming soon.
So the mirrors on the truck, I didn't even know this. Those are prototype mirrors. I thought they were factory GM truck mirrors. That's how good and how close you guys have gotten them to the factory looking truck mirrors. So that's pretty good. So you're going to be offering that here soon. Are you going to be offering that to add to your 1500 GMCs, 1500 Silverados?
Yep, we've already got the wiring harnesses out. So if you can't wait for us, you can pick up OEM mirrors, add all these features we talked about to your OEM mirrors, and get them working with our harnesses. But if you can hold off, we'll have the mirrors and the harnesses, one-stop shop. Upgrade your truck, put some new mirrors on it with all these killer features integrated.
Be sure you stop in Boost Auto Parts, check them out. They've got all sorts of parts and accessories. What are we starting at? We've got mirrors to fit 88s and up, right?
And we're going up to 2022s.
And we're going to 2022s. So. And we can't forget about the interior, though. We do offer some interior components that can upgrade your life inside and make things a little bit more convenient.
Absolutely. So we'll take a trip here in this Denali, and then we'll show you what we got going on inside.
All right, here we are inside the 2020 GMC Denali with the beautiful brown interior. We're going to go over some of the OE Plus mods that you could add from Boost Auto Parts, like I said, to make your life a little bit more easy, a little bit more convenient. As you guys know, it's the age of cell phones, it's the age of mobile electronics, tablets, stuff like that. We want to make sure we keep those things powered and make sure we've got everything that we need. Most manufacturers offer factory charging, and what we've got here is a USB port, so you can plug your USB in. Looks like you have a Type-C cable plug in right here too. Is this all that this truck offers factory?
Actually, so this is the Denali Ultimate Package. So this truck has the wireless phone charging right down here integrated. But me personally, I'm never usually the only one in my truck on a road trip, and so that phone charger, first off, the OEM phone charger, a lot of the iPhone 12s, it doesn't work very good. I have an iPhone 12. It really doesn't work very good. It doesn't charge the phone. But even if you don't have an iPhone 12, you got one charger down here, only on the high trim trucks. If you didn't have it, or you just want to pick up another one, we came out with a fully plug and play retrofit wireless phone charger. We've been doing this for a long time, back to 1999 on GM trucks. So we're covering 99 to current trucks and a lot of new things in the pipeline. So right up here in the top of the console, we've got our wireless phone charger. Again, you kind of just take a look at this thing. It looks like it fits in. We leave no stone left unturned when we're designing this stuff. Really try and, no gaps around, make it have that OEM appearance. This charger is compatible with iPhones, Androids, every device on the market right now, up through iPhone 12. It's going to give you that 15-watt fast charging if your phone is equipped with that fast charging capability. So you just drop your phone on there and it's going to start charging it fast.
Right, and that's one of the biggest things. Phones are just getting bigger these days. I mean, this is a Galaxy Note 10, and there's plenty of phones that are bigger, and I mean, it fits in the factory location, but one of the major things on newer vehicles is the fact that it doesn't usually fit in the console charger. Well, we've got a perfect fit for the Note 10. So if you've got a Note phone, an iPhone Max, any of those bigger phones, you're definitely not left out. You can fit your phone in here. You don't have to really worry about it sliding around too much. I've got a metal clip on the back. That's really what's doing that, but it'll sit right there and be perfectly level. And when you need to get out of your truck to do anything, you've got a fully charged phone.
Absolutely. So it's one of the things we've come out for this truck. It's, again, going back to 1999. Right now, we only have the full console version on the brand new trucks, but we're going to be coming out with the jump seat soon. And on a lot of the older trucks, we also have the jump seat version. So if I open up the console, you'd see everything plug and play. No cutting, splicing, tapping, none of that. It's all plug and play. We fetch power off the 12-volt outlet in the back, but then we feed it back to the 12-volt outlet, so that 12-volt outlet still works. It's just also going to supply power up here to your 15-watt fast charger. Right, and
you're not losing power, you're not losing functionality of anything else. You've got all of your chargers, everything that you need working. And he did mention the fact that they go back to 1999. I know a lot of you guys, you follow my channel for OBS builds. You can do it. If you want to get a little bit creative, you can get the charger and you can make it work. I will probably be doing something like that here in the near future, just because I do like that feature that the new trucks have, and it's definitely something that could happen. So if you guys ask, there'll probably be a video coming out soon whenever I do decide to do that. But that about wraps it up with the 2020 mods here. The interior, we've got that going on. We've got all the lights on the outside, the mirror modifications. We've got so much stuff that we could do to customize and make things a lot easier if you're building a custom Denali, or if you just want a little bit more functionality out of the truck.
Absolutely. So yeah, check us out. We've got all sorts of products going back to the OBS GM trucks. Also have Ford, Dodge, and Toyota stuff as well. So for sure, check us out, boostautoparts.com. Always coming out with new and cool things, so check it out.
Yep, check it out. As always, links are going to be down in the description. They do offer a wide range of install videos that they make in-house. That way you can get everything installed just like you need it to be. Follow professionals instead of following some random guy on YouTube that might not exactly do the best job that needs to be done.
Unless it's BADZ71. He usually does a pretty damn good job.
Sometimes, I don't know. If you get in a rush, it could be a little bit of a hack job. But what do you want to say? You want to like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe, and hit that follow bell.
Hit that follow bell. Go over to Boost Auto Parts YouTube channel, subscribe to them as well, follow them on Instagram, and hopefully we can catch them next year here at Lifted Truck Nationals. All right, guys, that is a wrap for Lifted Truck Nationals 2021. I want to say special thanks to Boost Auto Parts for having us back out in the booth again. It's been a couple of years. They're from Chicago, so I only get to see them once every year, maybe, if they decide to come down here. Hopefully we'll have them back again next year. So thank you guys so much for your hospitality, for everything you guys do to take care of us out here. It's always a pleasure working with you guys. I appreciate it 100%.
Yep, it was a great time. Thank you. Good seeing you always. And hope to see you and everyone else who's watching this video out at Lifted Truck Nationals 2022.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys. We will see you all in the next one.